Hey Clinton, thanks for the sub. We're about to get started here. All right, let's get this thing going. What do you think? Oops, I got double volume on. All right. How's it going, my friend? How are you doing? There we go. How are you doing? How was your weekend? So we've got a base here for your room. Lots of things are gonna change, but we have a very good foundation here. I try to get sort of a good foundation going before we go live, you know, so we have some things to talk about, some things to do. And so we're not sort of starting immediately from scratch. So we sort of have a laundromat area here. We're going to move some of this stuff out of the way for now and just try to experiment with a bit of the lighting. Doing good, man. Doing good. I guess I should, I can explain sort of how this live session will basically go. So for the next hour or so, normally we'll do an hour. We'll basically just go over some elements of the room. We'll do some lighting, we'll do some materials, and you can just give me your live feedback on you know, ideas. We can try things right away. It's just it's a pretty good workflow for me. Keeps things pretty simple. So we've got some... Okay, so that's fine. We've got some lighting to work on here. I want to get this lighting to sort of like a better point than it's at right now. We're going to take that off. Take this off. And we're going to put this in here. There we go. Make these a little bit shinier. And all these materials can change as well, depending on what you want. So, my first question to you is, what kind of camera angle are you picturing? We want to get rid of that too. Like, do you want to be sort of in the corner like this? Trying to think about, you know, what we want to do with the lighting as well. We can make it at nighttime. Nighttime is normally pretty cool. This is actually pretty sick. Nice. Well, this is going to transform. This is just the absolute starting point, where we sort of have a laundromat to work with. It's going to completely transform from here. Like, we've got a lot. We've got a lot to do. Was that blue light? Yes, it was. So, do you want the scene to be at nighttime? What do you think of that? I'm gonna close this. Okay. So, you want a laundromat, you want a chill spot. So my thoughts were that we want your desk to be probably somewhere around here. I want these to be down this way. And if you've got an idea for where you think you want things to go, just feel free to let me know, because all I have to do to try it is to move the objects around. So we'll just move this plant over here. Not bad. We're gonna turn these. Like, this has got to be a cool laundromat, you know? This is not your everyday laundromat. So I want to open up. Wizardry. It's yeah, it's taken a bit of time to learn how to do this stuff. But it's not that bad once you get the hang of things. Now, let's add a yeah, it'll probably work. I want to add a world texture, and you'll see what this is. We want to go to right here, here. Actually, we don't want that one. Okay, we're gonna have to download one. So let's go to HDRI Haven. Oh, that's not the right one. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm going to get a sky. And we want this one. This one has really cool colors. You'll see where we're going with this, okay? Just bear with me for a minute. You'll see where we're going with this. So we'll put this in your folder. Okay, so watch this. We'll do this. And we'll do a, we need a mapping node plugged into this. We need a texture coordinate generated. And we can rotate this. Like that. Let's add a, is that a contrast node? We're going to turn this down a lot. Okay. Let's make this smaller. I think we might actually need the higher res one. We might need the 8K. This is pretty... Yeah. I think we want the higher res one. Let me just go ahead and download the 8K one. And if you want a different background image, so we're just using this to start, but if you actually have an idea of, like, you could literally send me a picture on Google probably that I could put as behind the windows. Like, there's a lot of flexibility there. This doesn't need to be set in stone whatsoever. Okay, so this one's higher res, so this is... Right, so I'd say that works. And, you know, since this is gonna be nice, what do you say we make the windows bigger? You know, just to add a little bit more to the scene. Like that. Like floor to ceiling windows? What do you think? I think floor to ceiling is pretty cool, you know. And then we'll bring the window frames down as well. Like that. Let's add some glass to the windows. So glass is just a plane. Like this. And you make it reflective. And you also make it transparent. So it has sort of two basic properties to it that really make it glass. And I'll show you here how we do that. So we add a glossy, we add a mixed shader, and we also add a transparent, and we mix these together like this. Here, turn this down, change this to sharp, and oh, we have to change this to alpha blend. There we go. And so now we have some glass. Okay. So I'm not sure what we want to do with the lighting yet. What's going on with this? Oh, I see. Okay. We have to turn off the shadows for this. None. You like the city skyline? Okay. Let's roll with it then. And see what happens. See where it gets us. So we can put the lighting just... That's pretty cool. Let's change the look to medium high contrast, and we'll turn down the gamma and turn up the exposure. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. This is starting to look a little bit cooler. Now, we need to clear some space because I want there to be, so let me know what you think of this idea, okay? Yeah, not too bright but not too dark for sure. So I want to add like almost like a living room in the laundromat. What do you think of that? The idea being, you know, this has got to be a place you want to hang out, you know? It's got to be livable. You know, this is where you and your community are going to be chilling. And so we got to have some couches, like a TV, you know, things like that. I'm thinking we might want the camera... Hard to say what the best way to do this would be. Yeah, like a lounging area. And I was also thinking about making an upstairs to this space. But we'll see. We'll see how that works when we get there. We definitely need more room, so I'm going to zoom the camera out a little bit. Yeah, this could work. This could probably work. So the lounge area would probably be like right here. I want to make it so that you can sort of see. So let's add some accents, okay? So first of all, these washing machines, they all gotta have lights on, you know? It only makes sense. We'll just put we'll put something right here. And you mentioned you liked blue, so we're gonna run with that. So I'll put an emission, plug it in there, make this like it's like blue, and I'll turn it up like that. And we'll move this to all of them. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty cool. I like that. What do you think? Do you like it? We're gonna spice some of these other ones up too. And I'm gonna download your logos, and we can start working with those as well, because that will be pretty good. So now, let's take right, that doesn't do anything. We need a mapping, and we need a texture coordinate. Plug the UV into here. Do like smart UV. Let's make this bigger. There we go, much better. Okay, so let's go open up a file that I have with some living room stuff in it. Now, where is a cool living room? Let me think. Possible to make the logo like a neon sign? Absolutely. How about we do that right now? I'm just gonna go on to our chat in Twitter and get the logos you sent me. Here's one. Save image as. Room Clinton. Logo 1. And Jazz logo 2. Okay. Now I'm gonna need to get rid of the background on these. So let me just do this. That will delete, 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 delete. Okay. Save as, and we'll save it as a PNG for the alpha channel. Save. Okay. All right. So where do you want the neon sign logo? I mean, I think probably right on this wall could look really good. That seems kind of like a fairly easy spot to start, you know? So let's just let's give it a shot and see how it looks. And if it doesn't look great there, we can find a different spot. That wall has a lot of space on it, and it looks like it's a good candidate for your logo. So we're gonna do an add shader. We're gonna do transparent. Oh, that's translucent. Transparent. We plug this into here, and this one. And then to fix that, we do this. And now we can turn this up. And we're gonna add a contrast just to help with the colors. Well, let me see here. What does your logo look like? I just want to make sure the colors aren't too... Right. Okay. It's also backwards. Let me fix this. Negative... Oops. -1. There we go. Okay, maybe like 0.1. Yeah. There we go. Maybe a little brighter. Yeah. What do you think of that? That looks crazy. Center it. Let's move it all the way back to here. Okay, so I'm not entirely convinced I like the wall color. I feel like the walls should be darker. I'm just getting... It should be very, like, very chill in here, you know? Yeah, like, kind of like that. What do you think of the dark walls? I'm personally, I think I'm a fan of them. And maybe we make this, this wall sort of like... the same blue as your logo. I think that's pretty cool. What do you think of that? And we can honestly just also change this. Okay. While I remember, let's put some underglow on these. Just to, it'll help them pop out just a little more. It almost always looks good. So let's see what we can do here. Just make the light about the same size as the underneath. We'll just make this blue. Like that. And... yeah. I think that's solid. Looks great. A little lighter, but dark walls make it pop. That looks better. Let me take a look at the walls again. We'll just go through. Yeah, I gotta say I do like the dark wall. I think it really makes your logo just you know, it jumps off the page, which is that's a really good thing. I'm gonna make this blue a little bit less intense. Yeah, like I like that. It's subtle, you know. It's not quite as it's not. We're gonna have a lot of blue stuff in this room, you know. Blue is also my favorite color to work with, so. We're gonna have some blue stuff in this room. Now, here's a question for you. Do you like the floor? Do you want to change the hardwood to something else? Do you want it to be tile? What do you say we go and take a little... Actually... I think I want to make the floor just a little bit darker. I think I like the hardwood. So let's just take a peek here and see what we can do. So if we plug these into here, yeah, hardwood. Yeah, I think the hardwood is the way to go. But I just want to try this. Dark floors are always really quite neat. Do I like that? The camera's also off the floor. Gonna have to fix that. Like, here. Yeah, okay, you like the darker hardwood too. The question is how much? I'm gonna try something else. I want to see what this looks like with no saturation. Okay. Okay, one sec. I have another hardwood that we can use that I think is going to work a lot better. Let me bring it up here. I think it's this one. Yeah, this is gonna look really good. I think you're gonna like this. Material 4. Okay. Oh yeah, that's so much better. What do you think of that? I really like that. Yeah, I think this floor looks so good in this darker room. You a fan? We'll leave the roughness. I think it looks fine. We're just gonna add some baseboards real quick, just because baseboards generally make a bit of a difference. They always generally look pretty good. Make this smaller so it just fits here. I'm not sure if you can see the baseboard here, but we'll add them anyways, just in case we change the camera angle in the future. We'll just pull this, pull it over to there. There we go. Now, what else can you see in terms of the floor? Not much. Okay. And so I think the play here is to make the baseboards black. Or maybe white. Maybe we make them white because it sort of goes with the colors on your logo. Do you know what I mean? Oh, wow. 45 seconds. That's a large delay. I wonder if that's a YouTube thing. Let me see if I can... Let me see if I can... Dashboard stream settings. Okay, let me see if I can change that on my end. One minute. Okay. I don't know if... So I go... This is what I need to do. I just started trying to stream with YouTube and I didn't realize the lag was, or I guess the delay was that bad. I think I can only... Okay, so I can reduce the latency, but I think I have to end the stream and restart it. So just give me 1 second, and I'm going to try this. I'll be back in a second here.